But here's the first take on the index, not bad at all. In fact, 40 points higher on the Nifty. The mid-cap index is up 120 points. We've started in the green. Whether we build onto it, that's a big question mark. But for now, the start is not too bad. Held higher by Britannia, up about 0.7% after good numbers coming through. HDFC Twins are clawing back. HDFC Bank is in the green. IndusInd Bank is actually a top gainer, so 3% higher on IndusInd Bank. And a couple of other names, ITC, Bajaj Auto, Tata Motors, these are all the big yearly gainers, 20-25% gains this year, and building on to their moves on the upside this morning as well. On the downside, Coal India, as I was mentioning, weak numbers, and Nigel was elaborating on that, so Street is definitely disappointed. Sun Pharma on the Mohali plant issue is down about 0.8%. You have L&T, that's trending a tad bit in the red. Infosys, Divi's Labs are also just sulking a tad bit, but nothing alarming. For the market, it's actually building on to its gains a little bit. The mid-cap index is rock solid, and the advance decline ratio is well in favor of advances. So almost 2,000 stocks on the advancing side. A lot of individual names in the broader markets that will be reacting. So Paytm, for example, is up 4% right now on the back of good numbers. And then you have something like a Marico that's just charging away. I think it's more result reactions that you're seeing in the market today.
Well, that's right, Sonia. Marico is flying away. It's up close to around 8% odd. But a couple of other negative numbers actually that we have. Bank of India. Abhishek says it the way it is. And he says the full sector is looking good. But Bank of India has reported very disappointing set of numbers. So that one's down close to around 5% odd. There's a sharp decline in NIMs. Slippages are higher sequentially. 12-quarter high cost-to-income ratio. The street doesn't like it. The stock is down 6.5%. ABFRL as well as TCNS, both those two stocks opening up in the red in today's trading session. The street was waiting by for this deal. It's been announced. They didn't like it. But that dip on ABFRL actually has got bought in too. A couple of other notable movers. Zentech, they came out with a set of numbers. Big order book out there, close to around 400 crores out there. Execution is going to be key from here on. For starters, one of the top traded stocks, that's up close to around 9%. You have Electra Green Tech as well. I think that as well came out with a set of numbers over the weekend. So that as well is up close to around 6%. Early take out there. Shakti Pumps, I'm not sure what's gone on there, whether or not there was some news flow. But that's coming up on the losers list. That's down close to around 6% odd. AGI Green Tech, the stock was up close to around 20% in Friday's trading session. We spoke to the management. They're sounding very, very confident about the path ahead. That one has opened up with another gain of close to around 5%. So in two sessions, that's up close to around 25%. A couple of stocks that got hit very, very hard in Friday's trading session. The initial tick was in the green. Manappuram as well as Federal Bank. Both of them mildly in the green. They're just for starters. Sustaining onto this is going to be quite crucial. And GMR Airports, that's the other stock in there. That as well is mildly higher with the volumes actually quite high this morning. So those are a whole host of stocks that are holding well in the green. But it's a good start. One would have to say the Nifty up now 75 points odd. Prashant.
All right. I mean, it's a good start, no doubt. And this is much better than what the 30-40 points were on the SGX when we started this morning. Good to see. Well, just a few other names. Actually, banks had all sold off in sympathy along with HDFC. HDFC and HDFC Bank had taken down the entire financial space on Friday. So generally, there is a bit of a lift higher across the board. I mean, I think we mentioned IndusInd, look at DCB. Equitas Bank is up 5, of course. That's reacting to earnings, and you'll hear from management in a bit from now. Bharat Forge, outside of financials, is up about 2%. We had the Bharat Forge management, by the way, on Friday. Stocks up about 2% right now. BEML is up 4.5%. The stock's at 1433, coming up with decent volumes. Datamatic is another one which is up 3%, decent volumes. Amara Raja is up about 2%. So just going down the list to see what else is moving. On the downside, it is, of course, Bank of India, ABFRL, names we've mentioned. The rail infra names, I think, RVNL is down, starting down 3%. So it's starting to find some hesitation around these levels. Over the last 3-4 days, we've seen that. Zomato is down 1.7, 1.8%. There is IRCON, which is down 2.5%. TCNS, of course, is down quite a bit at about 430 or so. PNB is down 1.25%. Adani Total Gas, if you can have that up, it's coming up with volumes, by the way. It's, I think, limit down 5%. Adani Green is down about 3.6, 3.7%. So that also had a bit of a volatile week, all of last one. Tire companies, I can see CEAT with a slight pullback, but JK, CEAT, Apollo, they've all had a pretty, MRF, of course, They've had a pretty fantastic last 4 or 5 trading sessions now. 91 points, so, starting higher by 45 points or so, and then adding almost another 45-50 points in the last couple of minutes of trade. This is looking pretty solid.